Booyah. We are now cracking. YouTube Live, I ain't doing it moving forward. OBS was garbage. That last episode, quality was trash. So, I'm no longer doing OBS. YouTube Live, I'm going to hold off on it for a second because I miss my 4K quality. When I cut my clips and put them on, other platforms and I see how they look, I'm like, come on, dog. Nah. So, moving forward, I'm recording in 4K on here. Let me see. I ain't even trip. Okay, they go to brightness. They go manual focus. What's up, Bone? My sister up in here, I see you. Let me hit Longitude and make sure I'm recording in 4K. Because moving forward, I want to go back to 4K. I missed that good quality, dog. It was so much better. So moving forward, I'm doing them in 4K again. So my clips look better when I post them on social media because y'all deserve better. But let me go ahead and get the show started because I ain't got all day. You know what I should have did? I should have got on my IG story and told people that I was doing the show. And then there was bass. Good evening, motherfuckers and motherfuckers. This is your host, Uncle Dolemite of the Too Much Game Podcast, live from the sanctuary once again. Fuck it. Just because, my nigga, let's hit it with another round of applause. Because this is now, and possibly again on some real shit, the award-winning Too Much Game Podcast. Shout out to the IE Choice Awards, my nigga. Here's my trophy for all y'all niggas on YouTube. Like I said, nigga, I'd rather go back to the 4K so y'all can see. Yeah, nigga, got my name on it and shit. Yes, nigga. Your boy is a winner, my nigga. I won me a goddamn IE Choice Award. This motherfucker heavy too, nigga. This ain't no punk ass trophy. So shout out to the IE Choice Awards, my nigga. Shout out to Toya and Latrice, they looked out for the kid, my nigga. Your boy got a trophy. I am a winner. And let me go ahead and, take a little break from the content. Too, like I said, nigga, I'm gonna put this shit on my Instagram story. So let me tell my Instagram story. I'm literally recording right now on the podcast. You see that? YouTube booming. IG live booming. Y'all check me out. I'm live right now. But like I said, dog. Oopsie. See that shit, nigga? Live podcasting in the flesh. Nigga, that's just how I do it. But like I said, dog, went to the IE Choice Awards last night. Shout out to Latrice and Toy. They put on a hell of an event. They be putting on for the Inland Empire, San Bernardino, California and shit. It was dope. Everybody was suited and booted. Everybody was fly. Luckily I was able to bring my son. He got on stage with me. So Deuce got that experience to see me get down. Brownie, she don't like doing shit like that. Brownie ain't into all the extra shit. So, she wasn't there. She rather sit at home, play on TikTok. And, I let them make their own decisions. Nigga, I didn't force her to come. She'll see it. Of course, she saw my award and all that. She followed me on social media, on TikTok. So, she was able to see it. And, of course, I sent it to her personally. I sent her the trophy. So, shout out to my kids for, being able to witness that. What's going on, Trail? I see you. Oops, hold on, my nigga. Let me, properly throw the motherfucking shout out my nigga Trail, Sports for You Wrestling Podcast, motherfucker. Shout out to Townhouse Media gang up in this bitch. But like I said, my nigga, I was able to bring Deuce. Of course a nigga got suited and booted, had my fly ass blue suit, motherfucking, my little red burgundy paisley tie looking real presidential up in that motherfucker. When a nigga put that shit on, my nigga. I was fly, nigga. Y'all should have saw me, my nigga. Motherfucker gotta post some pictures on social media so y'all can see how a nigga look. My nigga maxed out for the motherfucking bankroll. The ism in the building. Shout out my nigga maxed out for the bankroll, you know. Now nigga got 2 trophies up, my nigga. I got my motherfucking IE Choice Award and the motherfucking Hustlers and Players Picnic. Motherfucking bankroll athletics up in this motherfucker. Shout out to it. You know, but like I said, nigga, last night, you know, yesterday, nigga had the fly ass blue suit on. My nigga had my little glasses. Only thing that pissed me off, I lost my scarf. I had a player ass scarf that go with the suit. My nigga, it was like navy blue paisley, like with the like red pattern going through it. Nigga, that shit would have set the whole look off, nigga. But I can't find it, nigga. I got a cold ass silk scarf. I lost the motherfucker. I don't know where it's at. But it is what it is, you know. I still was looking fly. You know, I got my award. Shout out Landy. Landy won one. My nigga Prophet won one. You know, Maury was he was nominated for a couple. So shout out to Maury Richardson. You know, he got one last year. He got Comedian of the Year last year. This year, Landy got Comedian of the Year. Personally, I love Landy. Y'all know I fuck with Landy. Landy cold. But I should have won that motherfucker. I ain't gonna front, nigga. I should have won Comedian of the Year, nigga. I'm supposed to have 2 trophies in this motherfucker. Next year, I'm getting Comedian of the Year. Like, we might as well just put my name on a trophy now, my nigga. I'm getting Comedian of the Year next year. Like, nigga been nominated twice. The year before last, Maury got it. Last year Maury got it. This year Landy got it. Next year, that's my trophy, my nigga. I'm taking that home. You know, but like I said, you know, dope ass event. Last night we had Swanye open mic. Shout out Ashley, shout out Nakaya, shout out Prashanti, shout out Jordan. He wasn't at the award show with us, but shout out Jordan because he's just as important. You know, Swanye open mic. You know, they got they recognition. They got a plaque and everything. So shout out to them because, you know, that was dope for them to get recognized at the motherfucking award show. Like, damn, Max? Why you and Eastside Deuce wasn't at the fucking award show, man? We gotta get better at personally inviting people. Cause I should have hit these niggas up to see, you know, why. Like, hey, y'all know we having awards, my nigga. Like, y'all niggas pulling up. Cause the shit was dope, my nigga. It was a good ass award show. And of course, Deuce always nominated. You know, he was nominated. Pookie effing Rule, you know, shout out Pookie. You know, Pookie effing Rule won the male hip hop artist of the year category. But, you know, nigga, Eastside Deuce, of course, nominated, nigga, cause why would he not be, my nigga? He the most consistent nigga out this bitch. So every year he gonna be nominated. It's one of them situations like Michael Jordan didn't win all the MVPs where he was the MVP every year. Same with LeBron. Like, LeBron should have 15 MVPs. You know, he probably only got about 4-5 of them motherfuckers, but you can't tell me, nigga, he don't deserve at least 10 of them. Same with MJ, nigga. MJ deserved way more MVPs. Kobe deserved way more MVPs. It's just one of them things. Like, you know, even though you are the most valuable player, they got to spread the love around, my nigga. It's only one trophy to be given, and if you keep giving it to the same person, motherfuckers gonna stop paying attention. So, you know, luckily Eastside Deuce got his shit last year. I think Eastside Deuce got 2 of them. So, you know, shout out Pookie effing Rule. He took that home this year. But, nigga, like I said, nigga, I was just happy to get me a trophy, honestly. Like, you know, and it was a dope-ass trophy. And I was also nominated. I don't know where my nomination certificate went. I think I got that shit in my kitchen. I put it on my refrigerator, you know, because I got a certificate that I was nominated for the Comedian of the Year. And like I said, I should have won that shit. Like, I put the video on my story yesterday. Like, you know, when the presenter, you know, she read off all the names. It was me, Maury, Uncle Bob, Anthony Stone, and like 3 other comedians. My nigga, no shade to them. You know, blame my head, not my heart. I forgot who all was nominated for that motherfucker. But when they was like, who y'all got? Who you think won? Who you think gonna win it? Everybody in that motherfucker said my name. Like, that shit was dope. Like, it be fly to be in a room full of people, and then when they say who should win, everybody said me. I was like, nigga, That's all the win I needed, my nigga. So even though Landy took home the trophy, nigga, to have everybody in the building say Dolemite should have won, nigga, I was cool with that. Like, psh, I'm cool. You know, congratulations on your trophy, Landy. I fuck with Landy. You know, like we took pictures with our trophies and everything. Like I was genuinely happy for her because, you know, Landy been around since I first started. So big shout out to Landy. What's going on? 12 Cal and Britt Renee up in this motherfucker. The Billionaire and Britt Row Records up in this motherfucker. You know, but like I said, like nigga, I was happy to get recognized, but I wanted that trophy too, nigga. Like I'm just one of them type of niggas. Like if I'm in competition, I want to win. You know, like I said, nigga, love Landy to death, my nigga. Landy is dope. Like she been putting in work. Landy been out here grinding. Like she is a very talented comedian. But still, I still feel like I should have won that motherfucker. You know, it just is what it is. But I'm glad she got hers because she deserved that shit. What's going on, Tech Nina Bina? You know, but like I said, the whole shit was dope. It was a fly ass event. It was good to see a bunch of beautiful black people getting along, dressed nice. All the niggas had suits. All the women had dresses. You know, shout out my nigga Gold. He won. DJ Muda. Like a bunch of motherfuckers out here. Like a lot of the people that been doing a whole lot of grinding and putting in a whole lot of work in the community out here. You know, they got they just due. They got they deserved flowers. Like they got recognized for the work that they put in. Like, you know, it's good to be in a community where the people who really like putting in work, like got boots on the ground, no pun intended, is like, you know, really getting recognized for what they do. So, you know, shout out to that. But, you know, I'm going on a long rant and tangent just because a motherfucker happy to have my motherfucking trophy. You know, shout out my son up in this motherfucker. You know, like he was there with me, like being able to have him in the building with me while I won my trophy, while I got my recognition, my nigga. Like I got nominated for one. I won one personal award, you know, which was the Rising Star Award for, you know, like I said, you know, what I'm doing in podcasting, what I'm doing in comedy, just what I do around the community around this motherfucker. Like, nigga, a nigga does my thing out here. So, you know, like a lot of motherfuckers out here know me. Like, I'm from Compton, but shit, nigga, I've been out here years. I've been in Empire for fucking, nigga, since the 90s. So, nigga, I'm like a dual fucking citizen on some real shit, nigga. Like, I'm just as much from this motherfucker as I am from Compton. You know, nigga, I push Compton because that's home. Like, if my arms and legs fell off and, nigga, I needed to go somewhere and lay my head, nigga, I'm going back to the hood. Like, nigga, that's home to me. You know, but like I said, nigga, I say all that to get right back to what today's episode is about, which I'm 11 minutes in this bitch, and I ain't even told y'all niggas yet. You know, I was supposed to have my nigga Hugo Alexander. Shout out to the homie comedian Hugo Alexander. You know, a nigga who's really putting belt to ass in this comedy field, my nigga. Y'all niggas remember that name, Hugo Alexander. Nigga, in about 5 or 10 years, y'all gonna see this nigga everywhere. He gonna be all over TV, commercials. This nigga gonna be in movies. He's gonna be one of them niggas. Like, you know, I was supposed to have that nigga on the show today, but, you know, niggas be busy. Nigga, I had a busy motherfucking week. Nigga, I wasn't even able to hit him up to confirm to get him on the show today, but he was supposed to be on the episode. You know, we was talking about a concept of, like, in order for you to succeed in any given field, you got to master something. Like, it's good to be a jack of all trades, but if you a master of none, you'll be forgotten. You'll be looked over. Nobody will ever give a fuck. Like, nigga, you can be a C student in 1,000 things. You can be a proficient photographer, juggler, comedian, singer, actor, basketball player, football player, baseball player. Nigga, you can be pretty dope at drawing. You can paint. You can juggle. You can do fucking magic tricks. Nigga, you could be a fucking electrician, a plumber, a bus driver, truck driver, motorcycle rider, and stuntman. And if you not the master of any of those things, nobody will give a fuck. What's going on, motherfucking pork from the cool out corner? Like, nigga, don't nobody give a fuck about a nigga that's okay at everything. You know, like, nigga, if you can play 27 instruments pretty fucking decent, nobody will give a fuck. If you a master piano player and you're blind, you'll be Ray Charles. You'll be Stevie Wonder. Like, nigga, you can be fucked up in 10 different things, but if you're the actual master of something, you'll be great. You'll be legendary. Like, nigga, R. Kelly was so good at music, people allow him to do all type of fucked up shit. P. Diddy was so good in business that he was able to get away with a bunch of fucked up shit. Like, just because you're good at a lot of things, just because you're proficient at a lot of things, don't mean you're gonna excel, my nigga. Like, nigga, you only excel when you're exemplary, when you're extraordinary at something. Like, if you can do anything, one thing extraordinary, people will start to pay attention to all those other things that you're good at. Like, it took for Eddie Murphy to be a masterful comedian, like a genius level nigga at making people laugh. And then it was like, well, damn, he's a good actor too. Damn, he's a good singer too. Damn, he makes some good fucking songs. But if it wasn't for him mastering comedy, we wouldn't have gave a fuck about his music. Like right now, like one of my favorite 80s songs, like a guilty pleasure song that I genuinely enjoy, is Party All the Time by Eddie Murphy. And it's not because I give a fuck about his comedy. I genuinely like that song. My girl wants to party all the time. That shit go. Nigga, Eddie Murphy, that nigga got a hit with that shit. Nigga, it was Eddie Murphy and Rick James. Rick James ain't on the song, but Rick James produced the song. Like Party All the Time by Eddie Murphy, I love that song. But if it wasn't for Eddie Murphy being a legendary comedian, we never would have heard that song. You know, if Eddie Murphy came in the game trying to be an actor, we'd probably never know Eddie Murphy. Because of him mastering comedy, he became a sex symbol. But Eddie Murphy ain't no nigga that probably was walking through the mall in his hometown and bitches was falling all over the place like, oh my God, Eddie Murphy is so sexy. They didn't give a fuck until he became the master of making people laugh. Same with Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx is a supremely talented motherfucker. Jamie Foxx can sing his ass off. Jamie Foxx is one of the best actors in Hollywood, my nigga. Legendary actor. Dope, platinum selling musician, my nigga. But wouldn't nobody give a fuck about his singing and acting abilities if he didn't master comedy? You know, like same with Ice Cube. You know, Ice Cube made some of the dopest movies of all movies. Like, this nigga made fucking Friday, my nigga. The NWA movie. Players Club. Boys in the Hood. Like, Ice Cube got legendary films. But we wouldn't give a fuck if it wasn't for him being a legendary hip-hop artist. If he wouldn't have mastered the ability to rap into that microphone, there would be no Friday. There would be no Are We There Yet? You know, like a whole lot of the other things that you can do, won't nobody give a fuck about all that shit if you don't become the master of at least one thing. You know, like when it comes to any craft that you in, like master your craft before you get to try to do all this other shit, my nigga. You know, like think about it as the concept of, if your house is on fire and you spraying water hoses on all the other houses in the motherfucking neighborhood, you'll never put out the fire on your house. You know, like the easiest way to not get shit done is to try to do everything at the same fucking time. Like, put the fire in your house out first. Then you get to doing all the other shit, my nigga. You know, like whatever the craft that you in, like me with comedy, like, the reason that I was able to venture off into doing comedy is because, like, not to sound cocky, but I feel like I mastered this podcast shit. Like, I'm so good at this shit right now that literally all I do is set the microphone up and just start talking. Like, not that I don't prepare for the show, but I'm literally at a level where I'm comfortable enough to just say, okay, nigga, it's about 3 o'clock, nigga. Let me turn this microphone on and make magic happen. Like, all I need is a motherfucking topic and I could get cracking. You know, so once I feel like I mastered this podcast shit, Now I could go off into another thing and try to, add my energy into that and see where that takes me. But if I was just a half-ass, decent, bullshit-ass podcaster, like, I would be literally working to get better. Like, I've been doing this shit for 6 fucking years, nigga. Like, I'll be at 7 years in February. Like, nigga, I've been doing this shit. Like, nigga, I focused on this shit. Blood, sweat, tears, nigga. Like, heavy energy was put into this podcast shit. In order for me to master this, in order for me to get good enough to feel as if I can go do something else now because I'm dope as fuck at podcasting. Same with comedy, my nigga. My thing is now, like, until I'm mastering comedy, if I get a opportunity to act, I will. But I'm not finna take away energy from from comedy to do some acting. Because again, if I'm a C-level actor, a C-level comedian, a C-level podcaster, a C-level everything, nobody's gonna care, my nigga. Don't nobody give a fuck about a nigga with all C's, my nigga. You have to have a genius at something. Then people will pay attention to the other shit. Like, people pay attention when they see you at genius level. They don't pay attention when you doing the same shit everybody else could do. It's 50 niggas that could do what you can do. So you say, oh man, I do construction. I could do backflips. I could do magic tricks. I could sing. I could dance. I'm a photographer. I could tap dance. Nigga, if you average at all that shit, who gives a fuck? Because when you go into the arena of tap dancing, there's 50 niggas that could beat you. So you're not paid attention to. You go in podcasting, there's 50 niggas that could whoop you. So don't nobody give a fuck. You go into the boxing ring, it's 50 niggas that could whoop you. So don't nobody give a fuck. People paid attention to all the dope shit that Muhammad Ali said because he was a master in that ring. So everything else he did, we was willing to pay attention to because it's like, man, this motherfucker Muhammad Ali, this nigga say some dope shit. All them fly ass quotes wouldn't have gave a fuck if he was a C-level boxer. Don't nobody give a fuck about a C student, my nigga. Like, you got to get an A+ somewhere, nigga. Like, that's where you're going to reach the next level. When you master some shit. Versatility is cool, but mastery will elevate your fucking versatility. It'll put more attention on your versatility. Nigga, if you don't master something, won't nobody give a shit. And what you say, 12 Cal, my favorite song from Eddie Murphy is a ballad called How Could It Be? And nigga, that's what I'm saying. Like, nigga, Eddie has some shit. Nigga, Eddie was a very talented singer, my nigga. Like, he made some good music, especially when he got around Rick James. And what Brett say, look at you, 12 Cal, with the B-sides, nigga. Y'all niggas know how I get with the B-sides, nigga. I'm the B-side world champion. And, like I said, like, when it comes to a whole lot of people in life that we know them because they mastered something. Like, anything that you do in life, like, you have to master something. It's cool to be versatile if you want to be fucking average. Like, I got homeboys that do a bunch of shit, and I tell them all the time, like, oh man, I could do that too. I'm a photographer too, and I do construction, and I do electricity, and I do this, and I know how to paint shoes, and I got this. It's like, yeah, that's cool, but who am I gonna call to fix my car? A mechanic or my homeboy who's a rapper, who also plays basketball, who also sing, who also dance on Soul Train, who also bust backflips on the corner for change, who also selling dick on Fig. But he know how to work on cars. I'd rather just call a mechanic, my nigga. Like, let me call the master mechanic to fix my car. I don't want the nigga who can do all that shit. Cause you might not know how to fix my problem like a nigga who focuses on that shit. Like, I don't want my dentist to also be a doctor and a fucking veterinarian, and a break dancer and a gangbanger and the pastor of a motherfucking church and a fucking aquatic scientist and a diver and a fisherman. Nah, my nigga, I just need a nigga who only works on teeth. Let me get the nigga who only know how to work on teeth because he focuses his energy on teeth, my nigga. Like, that's the thing. Like, focus is valuable. What's going on, Plexio? Like, I don't want a motherfucker that don't got no focus. Like, again, like, a lot of these principles can go across a whole lot of shit in life, my nigga. You know, same with relationships, my nigga. I don't want no bitch that's cool with everybody. I want you to focus on me. I want you to be the master of what makes me happy, what makes me feel good. I want you to be focused on me. I don't want the bitch that's cool with everybody. I don't want the bitch that's in everybody's face. You know, same with friends, friendships, and shit like that. Like, I don't need the nigga who got everybody's phone number, who kick it with everybody, who know everybody. Like, nigga, I need focus. You know, nigga, I need mastery, my nigga. Like, I need a motherfucker who, nigga, I'm so good at this that, nigga, you're gonna pay attention. You know, like I said, my nigga, when it comes to females, when it comes to males, when it comes to dating, a nigga will put up with a whole lot when a woman can, she's level 1,000 sexually. She's so good at sex, my nigga. A nigga will put up with a fucked up attitude, no job, 3 fucking kids by 4 niggas, and the bitch got a bullet wound in her motherfucking titty. A nigga will deal with that, nigga. If she a motherfucking throat goat, she could bounce that shit like Pinky and do all that crazy shit. A nigga will put up with some bullshit. You know, nigga, when you a dude and you dick a broad down and you got her squirting and screaming and falling all out and passing out in the middle of sex and shit, nigga, she don't give a fuck if you got a job or not. Nigga, when you dick a woman down real good, nigga, she will put up with some bullshit. But if you just pretty fucking okay in everything, like, your dick game cool. It ain't the worst in the world, but it's okay. You know, it's par for the course. You know, it's a C on the Richter scale, my nigga. You know, it's cool. You know, your conversation, it's all right. You know, you ain't no motherfucking William Shakespeare, but you can hold a pretty decent conversation. You know, you ain't no millionaire or nothing, but you got a pretty decent job. You know, you got some little benefits and shit. You know, like, you might not be the most romantic motherfucker in the world, but you know, you'll get her nails and toes done on Valentine's Day. You'll have a little card, you know, little bouquet of roses on the first date and shit. Like, that bitch gonna forget you. She not gonna give a fuck. Like, nigga, you gotta be extraordinary at least something. Like, nigga, if there's not one thing that make a motherfucker remember you for what you did, you'll be forgotten. You know, if you don't fucking stand out, nigga, your ass would just be a face in the crowd. Nobody gives a fuck about a motherfucker that's average at 1,000 things. You know, like I said, my nigga, don't nobody give a fuck about a jack of all trades. What's going on, Myro the herbalist? You know, like, that's the thing, my nigga. Like, you have to master something. Like, you have to put your time and effort into something that you get to a level of being more than proficient, or you'll be forgotten. Like, you know, like I said, I know a lot of niggas that could do a lot of shit. I could do a lot of shit. But when it comes to me, I'm always looking toward mastery in at least one thing before I move to the next thing. Like, solve a problem before you go to the next one, my nigga. Because, like I tell people, like, when your ass is trying to fucking, you know, put water on all of these things, you'll never fill up no cup. You know, nobody will ever give a fuck, because it's like, I got a little bit here, a little something over here, a little halfway full shit over there, a little half done project over there. That little shit, you know, I'm still working on that. Don't nobody give a fuck about a motherfucker with a whole bunch of incomplete projects, my nigga. Like, you have to complete something. You have to master something. You have to get great at something. Once you get great at one thing, all that other shit you average at will have eyes. People will pay attention. What's going on, Young Sky Music? You know, nigga, that's the thing. Like, that's the reason you have to try to master something. Like, the reason that we know that Chris Brown is good at basketball, that nigga know how to do backflips, he can sing, he can paint, he can draw, he can fight, he can do all this shit. But the reason we know that is because he's a master of making music. He's a master of singing. That nigga makes great fucking music. So because his music is so good, we pay attention to all that shit. He ain't the greatest basketball player, but he good. He ain't the greatest fighter, but he good. He ain't the greatest basketball player, but he good. We wouldn't give a fuck if it wasn't for him being the master of music. You know, like that's the thing. Like you have to master something. You know, and like I said, nigga, just in life in general, like you have to solve a problem before you go on to the next. You have to get good. You have to find something that you can focus on, that you can pour 100% in before you move around. Because if you putting 5% here, 10% here, 20% here, 15% here, nobody gonna give a fuck about none of that shit. Because there's 50 niggas who can beat you at it. Nigga, if I play basketball, football, I run track, I do javelin, nigga, I do the motherfucking bench press, I throw rocks, nigga, I do all this shit. Yeah, but you ain't the best at none of it. Don't nobody give a fuck until you become the best. Nigga, they excuse your bullshit when you become the best. Like, Steph Curry is weak as fuck on defense, but we don't give a fuck. Because he's an amazing fucking shooter. That nigga shoot that ball so good, nigga, we don't give a fuck about his deficiencies on the court. We will hide you. Nigga, we'll find somebody to guard your man. Nigga, just hit them 3-pointers. Like, nigga, once you the master of something, niggas will excuse your bullshit. Diddy, nigga, they excused a lot of bullshit because he made millions of dollars for niggas. So it's a whole lot of shit about him that wasn't right. There's a whole lot of questionable shit that's finally coming out. But because he was so exemplary at what he did, man, niggas will let that bullshit slide. You know, it's a whole lot of people that we know that are legendary at something that had a whole lot of deficiencies in their life. But because they mastered something, like think about it, my nigga. Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles are fucking blind. These niggas can't even fucking see. Like, nigga, if I threw something at that nigga to hit him, he can't even dodge it because he blind. But because he's so good at music, this nigga's a fucking legend. Everybody wants something to do with this nigga. Everybody want to be around this nigga, take pictures with this nigga. Because he's so fucking dope at making music, you don't give a fuck that this nigga blind. Like, think about it, nigga. You know how many niggas in the NBA getting pussy because of how good they play basketball? These niggas ain't got no game. These niggas ain't got no mouthpiece, nigga. These niggas ain't handsome. These niggas ain't got nothing a bitch want, but because they make millions of dollars, bitches will excuse that bullshit. You know, but again, nigga, if you average at everything, ain't nobody gonna give a fuck. And what you say, 12 Kyle, remember when they criticized Shaq for acting and rapping? At that point, he had mastered basketball. Exactly. That's the thing, my nigga. Once you master something, nigga, you can go and try everything. And everything you try will have eyes on you. You'll have attention paid to you. Because it's like, shit, nigga, what's Shaq doing now? He got a clothing line? Let's check it out. What's Shaq doing now? This nigga doing comedy and shit? Oh, nigga, let's check it out. What this nigga doing? Security? Fuck it, let's check it out. Because he mastered something. You know, nigga, until you master something, nigga, doing all that shit, nigga, we all know a nigga who can do everything. Nigga, we all know a crackhead right now. He can break into cars. He could dance like Michael Jackson. He can bench press 300. He could run a 4.240. My nigga, like he could fix everything in your house. He a fucking plumber. Like, nigga, crackheads are the most talented motherfuckers in the world. But don't nobody give a fuck because they smoke crack. You know, these niggas might not have mastered nothing, but nigga, because they good at everything, like, you know, everybody fuck with crackheads. But again, speaking of crackheads, Lawrence Taylor was a fucking crackhead. Why do we all know his name? Because he mastered football. Bobby and Whitney, crackheads. But they mastered music, my nigga. Rick James, crackhead. What's that nigga name? The fucking actor that played the nigga in fucking in Tropic Thunder. The nigga that played Iron Man. That nigga was a crackhead at one point. Why do we know him? Because he mastered theater. When you master something, we'll excuse bullshit and pay attention to everything else you're good at. Like Young Sky Music said, my nigga, R. Kelly. That nigga was so fucking talented at music that motherfuckers excused him being a fucking creep. You know, like I said, dog, like you gotta find something in your life that you're willing to put all your time into, all your focus into. You know, it's nothing wrong with you know, putting a little bit here and a little bit there. Like, you know what? Even though I'm doing this, like I'm talented at a lot of shit. Like, yeah, that's cool. But nigga, until you master one of those things, ain't nobody gonna give a fuck. Like, nigga, you know, like I meet a lot of niggas in Hollywood. You know, Robert Downey Jr. You know, shout out Britain 12 Cal. Like, I know a lot of niggas in Hollywood and they be like, I act, I sing, I rap, I dance, I do comedy, you know, I do theater, I do Broadway, you know, you do 1,000 things, but you a 6.5 at all of them. Nobody's gonna give a fuck. Don't nobody give a fuck about you doing 1,000 little average ass things. It's 1,000 niggas right now playing basketball that can do everything on the court pretty okay. And you know what the motherfucker they do? They pump gas for a living. They drive trucks. They bag groceries. They work in Walmart. They stack boxes at FedEx. Them niggas drive UPS trucks and shit. Like, don't nobody give a fuck about a bunch of average shit you can do. Like, nigga, you gotta be a master, my nigga. Even if you a master barber, like, you can master something that's relatively you know, like redundant. Like, you can be a master fucking janitor and you can make TikTok videos and get millions of views because you so good at cleaning floors. It's a wonder to see. Like, nigga, I remember one day, nigga, I caught myself watching videos of niggas washing windows on fucking Instagram for like 20 minutes. Like, these niggas was washing these windows, and it's like, damn, this nigga a cold ass window washer. Like, I watched this nigga whole page. He had like these little inspirational quotes and like funny music and shit going on. And this nigga just wiping windows. Shoot, 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 shoot. Nigga, he hit it with the lather, and he just whoop, 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 and wash the windows. Nigga, I done watch niggas lay bricks. I done watch niggas do construction. Like, there's thousands of videos on the internet of niggas doing utter bullshit. But because they so good at it, it's like entertaining to watch. Like, this nigga is a cold computer fixer, nigga. Like, this nigga got videos and all he doing is cracking computers open and just fixing the keyboards and shit. And I'm like intrigued, like, damn, this nigga is cold. Like, but it's because when you're a master of anything, nigga, it's a sight to see. You know, like, mastery is something that people are drawn to. You know, because, you know, like I say, like, you know, people pay more attention. People are intrigued by somebody who can do the thing that is not easy. Don't nobody give a fuck about you doing a whole bunch of shit average. You know, because even though you might be able to do more things than me, if I can beat you at basketball, I'll always hold that over your head. Like, yeah, but I whoop your ass in basketball. I don't give a fuck about all that other bullshit you can do. That's cute. You can do backflips and drive cars backwards and, you know, play the harmonica and, you know how to play the flute and you good at baccarat and you can play spades and you can swim real good and you can do fucking, you know, you can juggle and, you know, you can fucking do all this bullshit. You can fucking type 180 words a minute and all that goofy shit. But if I'm like the master of Call of Duty, I'm beating you. You know, I could get on fucking Twitch and make millions of dollars because I'm the master of fucking Call of Duty. What's going on? Smash explains it all. You know, nigga, what's that? January, 9th through the 12th, I'm going to be out there in Chicago with this nigga doing some shit at some undisclosed location in Chicago that we don't even know yet. But I will be in Chicago, nigga, the weekend of the 11th or the 10th in January. I will be in Chicago with this nigga Smash. Y'all pray for me. You know, but like I said, dog, like, if there's nothing in life that you master, nobody will give a fuck. You know, of course your family gonna love you. You know, they gonna think you cool and shit, you know. But the world will never give a fuck. You'll be forgotten. Nobody gives a fuck about a jack of all trades and a master of none. And that goes across the board. Nobody wants the friend that's an okay friend to everybody. Until you can master friendship with a person, until you can master a relationship with a person, nobody's gonna give a fuck. No woman is gonna take you serious when she know you nice to all the bitches. You give compliments to all the bitches. You say that shit to all the bitches. You do that shit for all the bitches. Nigga, you call every woman beautiful. You call every woman sexy. As a female, you laugh at all these niggas' jokes. You hug all these niggas at the motherfucking party. You be smiling in all these niggas' face. Bitch, I don't want to be around everybody friendly to everybody ass. Don't nobody give a fuck about nobody who can't focus on nothing. Don't nobody give a fuck, nigga. Until you learn to put focus into something, nobody will ever give a fuck. Nigga, nobody wanna be a friend to a nigga like that. Nobody gives a fuck about a people pleaser. You want to be cool with everybody. Like I said, nigga, the easiest way to be cool with nobody is to try to be cool with everybody. The easiest way to be loved by nobody is to try to be loved by everybody. Like, one thing that everybody who knows me know, like, nigga, all I give a fuck about is who I give a fuck about. Everybody else, I don't give a fuck. Like, nigga, I'm not in this motherfucker to be the most popular nigga in the room. I'm in this motherfucker to be loved by the motherfuckers who love me and who I love back. Outside of that, I could give a fuck. Like, niggas who know me, niggas who been around me, they know, like, I'm gonna be me 24/7, whether you like it or not. You don't like it, fuck you. It is what it is, my nigga. I genuinely don't give a fuck. Like I tell niggas, it ain't nobody running around this motherfucker who I wish liked me. You don't like me, fuck you. And I just walk off. Like, I don't be like, what, man, why she don't fuck with me, man? Why she don't like me? Bitch, I could give a fuck why that bitch don't like me. Nigga, she got fucked up taste. That's why she don't like me. That's all I think when people don't like me. Shit, nigga, because the bitch stupid. But, like, I'm not trying to convince you to fucking like me. Fuck you. Like, I'm the master of being Anthony Tyrone Webb. I'm the greatest Anthony Tyrone Webb there's ever been, my nigga. Like, I'm fantastic at being Uncle Dolemite. I've mastered this shit. And that's all I can be, nigga. I don't want to be the nigga that everybody love and everybody like, and I'm cool with everybody and I'm friends with everybody, and everybody say I'm your fucking guy and you my guy and that's my dog, and fuck you. Like, nigga, I'm loved and respected by who I'm loved and respected by. Fuck everybody else. Like, it's cool to have a bunch of motherfuckers who know me and like me, but I'm not pouring in everybody because I won't have nothing left for me. I won't have nothing left for my kids. I won't have nothing left for the motherfuckers who I genuinely got love for. So fuck I look like giving everybody my phone number, giving everybody my motherfucking energy, giving everybody my motherfucking time. Like, when the fuck will I have time for me if I'm at all the parties? If I'm kicking it with every motherfucking body, if I'm answering all the phone calls, if I'm in all the cliques and all the clubs and all that bullshit, the fuck? Like, that's the fucking thing. When I see niggas that's like that, like, nigga, I don't trust a nigga that's cool with everybody. I can't fuck with a motherfucker that want to be everybody's friend, that got something in common with everybody. Every time a motherfucker tell a story, nigga, you got a matching story and you can relate to every motherfucking body. Like, fuck out of here, nigga. Like, I ain't with that. I'm cool with motherfuckers that's all the way cool. If you 100% cool with me, I could be 100% cool with you. But if you 10% cool with me, I can only be 10% cool with you. Like, I don't fuck with motherfuckers who gotta please everybody. Like I said, I don't fuck with motherfuckers who gotta do everything. Like I said, nigga, if I need my car worked on, I'm calling a mechanic. I'm not calling a comedian who can work on cars. I'm not calling a fucking basketball player who can work on cars. I'm not calling a dentist who can work on cars. I'm calling a fucking mechanic. If I need my teeth fixed, I'm not calling a magician who know how to work on teeth. If I need my motherfucking hair cut, nigga, I'm not calling a singer who can cut hair. I'm calling a barber, my nigga. You know, like, that's the thing. Like, nigga, don't nobody give a fuck until you can title yourself. Like, you know how you got nigga, oh man, you can't put me in no box. I can do everything. Shut your stupid ass up, nigga. Don't nobody give a fuck. You know, like I said, nigga, Kanye West can do all of that bullshit because he's the master of music. So after he mastered music, okay, well, let's see this nigga's clothing. Let's see what he does with this thing. You know, let's assign this project and see what he does with this. But if he wasn't a amazing, legendary motherfucking genius level producer, we wouldn't give a fuck about your clothes. We wouldn't give a fuck about your goddamn taste in shoes or none of that other shit you be doing. You know, same with Kid Cudi and all these other super talented motherfuckers. You know, like Childish Gambino. This nigga is talented as fuck in a whole lot of shit. But until you can get put into a box, we won't even let you fucking go around all the other places, my nigga. You know, it's like motherfucking, you know, Mario Brothers or some shit. Like, nigga, until you can pass this first level, we don't give a fuck. You know, oh man, nigga, put me on level 9. Why would we do that? Nigga, you ain't even showed us that you can pass level 1. You know, like, nigga, show us that you can do something masterful and then we'll assign you some other shit to see what your talent is. But until you do that, get the fuck out of here. You know, because like I said, nigga, like, I don't give a fuck about a nigga with no title. I don't give a fuck about a bitch with no title. You know, like I was telling one of my homegirls that shit. I'm like, my nigga, the reason y'all say hoes is winning is because hoes mastered hoe stuff. Them bitches could suck dick like none of y'all can. You know, they're very good at things that people care about. So just because you can cook kind of cool, just because you got a cool little conversation and a nice little job and you got a bunch of whole little B's and C's and D's and shit on your report card, ain't nobody gonna give a fuck. Because that bitch is an A+ dick sucker. So a nigga gonna put up with all the other D's and F's on her report card because she got an A+ and sucking dick. You know, same with a nigga like Jay-Z. He's so good at rapping, we don't even give a fuck that he a fuck nigga. You know, Floyd Mayweather is so good at boxing, we don't give a fuck that he lame as fuck. He's a fucking master cornball. A lot of these celebrities, these niggas is the corniest motherfuckers you'll ever meet. Trust me, I know. I've met a lot of them. I'm like, nigga, this ain't no nigga I want to be around. Like, I done lit, like, you know how they say, like, don't meet your heroes. Like, these people are so good in one arena at life, they suck at a lot of shit. But we like worship these people because they've mastered something. You know, that's the fucking thing. Like, nigga, you have to find something to get masterful at if you want to be remembered. If you want to build a legacy, my nigga. You know, because, like, if you think about a nigga like Shannon Sharp, if it wasn't for Shannon Sharp becoming an NFL Hall of Famer, we wouldn't give a fuck about his sports takes. We wouldn't care about, you know, his interview skills and what he does in the content space. We wouldn't give a fuck. We give a fuck because he was so good at football. We was willing to see what the fuck he can do somewhere else. But if he didn't master football, wouldn't nobody give a fuck. He'd just be a big country ass nigga that know a lot about a lot of shit. But we wouldn't care. You know, that's with everything. You know, like I tell niggas, like, if you're a barber, you better get dope as fuck at cutting hair. Like, focus on cutting hair, my nigga. When niggas be like, yeah, nigga, I'm a barber, but, you know, really I'm a rapper. I be rapping, you know, and I do some acting too. I be doing movies and shit, nigga. If you need school pictures for your babies, I'm a photographer too, nigga. You know, I got a camera and shit. And you know, man, you know, I hook up beats. So, you know, if you got some speakers you want put in your car, shit, you know, I put them 12s in your car, you know, and I know how to do brakes and I paint too, you know. So if you need your house painted, I be painting and shit, you know, and if you got a clogged toilet, I'm a plumber on the side. I'm not letting you do none of that shit. You ain't taking no pictures of me. You ain't fixing my toilet. I don't want none of that shit. Because if my toilet gets stopped up, I'm calling a plumber. If I need paint done on my house, I'm calling a painter. If I need my hair cut, I'm going to a barber. If I want, a feature on a song, I'm calling a rapper. I ain't trying to hear all that I do 50 other things shit, nigga. Like, nah, nigga. I'm only calling a nigga who mastered his craft. And that's what I'm saying. Like with the whole thing, like, nigga, until you become masterful at something, like, shut the fuck up. I've had this conversation with Uncle Bob. Like, nigga, we know a lot of niggas that could do a lot of shit, but until you become the master of one of them things, niggas ain't gonna give a fuck about that shit. Like, nigga, all that you can't put me in the box shit. Like, all right, nigga, I ain't gonna put you in a box. I ain't gonna put you in a TV screen. I ain't gonna put you in a movie. I ain't gonna put you in shit. You right. I can't put you in a box. A TV screen is a box. Your phone is a box. Nigga, like a whole lot of shit that you say you can't be put into, they won't put you into. I won't put you in position to win. Because who the fuck are you? What do you do? What do you do well? I don't want to hear that you do a bunch of shit. We got a bunch of niggas that could do a bunch of shit. I'm not hiring one nigga to do all these things. I'm hiring motherfuckers who are proficient. I'm hiring motherfuckers who are good. I'm hiring motherfuckers who are talented. Nigga, who the fuck are you gonna get to cut your hair? The coldest barber at the barber shop, or your motherfucking coworker who drive trucks, motherfucking work on cars, dance on the corner, sell t-shirts, and cut hair? I'm not fucking with that shit, my nigga. You gonna fuck my lining up. You might be pretty fucking cool at cutting hair, but that don't make you a master barber, because if you was that good at mastering barbering, you probably wouldn't be doing all this other shit. That's something I explain to niggas, man. When you be seeing them niggas who be doing the whole gang of shit, what that translates to me, and even to a whole lot of other people, and the reason that you don't get looked at in the light that you want to get looked at is because people look at a nigga who's a jack of all trades as a motherfucker who wasn't good enough at any of those things, so he kept trying other shit. That's why a lot of motherfuckers don't take a jack of all trades serious. Because it's like, if you was that good at taking pictures, you wouldn't have to cut hair. If you was that good at taking pictures, you wouldn't have to drive trucks. If you was that good at this thing over here, you wouldn't have to do all that other shit. The reason you learned all those other fucking skills is because you wasn't good at that other shit. So you like, okay, well, let me try this. Okay, that didn't work. Let me try this. Okay, that didn't hit. Let me try this shit over here. Well, rap didn't work. Let me try to do some gospel. Okay, gospel didn't hit. Let me try this shit right here. Don't nobody give a fuck about no motherfucking jack of all trades, no everything doing ass nigga. Motherfuckers want to see a nigga who's the master. Nigga, if you a karate master, all right, nigga, well, you say you could play the flute too? Play me something. I'll listen. But nigga, I'm not paying no fucking attention unless you good at something. Like I be telling motherfuckers, like, nigga, I'm a master truck driver. Nigga, I got 20 fucking years doing this shit. I'm amazing at that shit, my nigga. Same with podcasting. Nigga, I'm amazing at this shit. But everybody who knows me, all my homies in podcasting, 12 Cal, Britt, Smash, King John from Pod and Saved Our Marriage, motherfucking Jay Christian from the Cognac Room, Chelsea, being ready the motherfucking super producer. Everybody who's seen me in podcasting, they know. They know how hard I go at this shit. They know how much focus and attention I put into this shit. They know how much energy and passion I put into this shit. So they see, when I'm going to do other things, it's because y'all know I'm proficient at this shit. I've focused on this shit. I've put time and energy into this craft. This ain't some shit I just was like, well, yeah, I'm doing all this other shit, but I got a little podcast on the side. No. Y'all know, like, nigga, I am a podcaster. Yeah, there's other shit that I do, but y'all know, like, I'm a podcaster. Like, I can wear this title. Like I tell nigga, like the fucking episode was called, like, They Ain't This. Like, nigga, I can wear this. I can tell niggas I'm a podcaster. I got podcasters that can vouch for me doing this thing I'm good at this shit. This ain't no shit that I'm just like, oh, this just one of the things I do. Nah, I'm cold at this shit. You know, like, nigga, I've put niggas into this game in podcasting. Like, there's niggas who I done showed niggas shit that they use to this day. Like, I've upped niggas' level in this podcast space. Like, I've put my work in. I've put my time in to be able to wear the title of podcaster, not just a nigga with a podcast. You know, there's a fucking difference. It's a big ass difference between a podcaster and a nigga with a podcast. It's 1,000 rappers out there that got a podcast. It's a bunch of basketball players that got podcasts. It's a bunch of niggas that do this shit and they got a podcast. They not a podcaster. They just a nigga with a show. If you not doing this shit consistently, you not a podcaster. You just a nigga with a podcast. If you ain't putting time, effort, and energy into this shit, you just a nigga with a podcast. You're just talent. You an employee in this space. You a visitor, my nigga. You know, like, this home for me. I was doing this shit pre-pandemic, my nigga. I didn't get this shit because I was bored. I got this shit because I wanted this shit. You know, same with fucking comedy, my nigga. Like, I'm a comedian because I do that. You know, I put time, effort. You know, I write. I do research. You know, I put time and energy into my motherfucking craft so I can wear that title, my nigga. Like I tell niggas, oh, I don't want to get put in no box. Bitch, I won't put you in the box. You don't deserve to be in the box. You know, that's the thing. Like, these old fake ass, metaphysical bullshit ass niggas who think they can do 300 things, you'll be forgotten. Trust me. Don't nobody give a fuck. Don't nobody give a fuck about a nigga who ain't never mastered shit. You know, oh, I do all that shit. I do everything, but you don't do nothing well. What do you do well? You know, if I had to say, what is it that you do that nobody can fuck with you at? If you don't have no answer for that fucking question, get the fuck away from me and shut the fuck up. Don't nobody give a fuck. Give a fuck about you top 300 at a bunch of shit. Don't nobody give a fuck about a nigga that's number 247 at a bunch of shit. Niggas only give a fuck about number 1. So you might be the number 1 basketball player, but you number 700 at everything. Niggas will pay attention to a nigga that's the number 1 at something because they like, damn, that nigga so cold at basketball, I'm willing to pay attention to all that other shit. But if you number 94 at everything, nobody give a fuck about number 94. I don't give a fuck how much shit you number 94 in. There's probably a nigga in the NBA right now, nigga, that's number 43 in all statistical categories. Don't nobody give a fuck. We pay attention to LeBron because he number 1. We know what LeBron doing because he number 1. We know what Steph doing because he number 1. Niggas at number 1 in any one thing we'll pay attention to. Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr couldn't do a whole bunch of shit. But we know his name because he was so good at shooting the motherfucking ball, we didn't give a fuck. Tom Brady, nigga, I could probably beat Tom Brady in a foot race. But he throw that ball so motherfucking accurately, he the GOAT to y'all niggas. Nigga, when you proficient, when you amazing, when you incredible, when you're genius level at some shit, niggas will pay attention. But if you hella average at everything, don't nobody give a fuck. And once you say 12 Cal, everybody and their mama has a podcast, and most of them are just talking. And that's the fucking thing. Like, nigga, these niggas suck. Like, I don't pay attention to all these niggas who tell me they got a podcast. I meet 1,000. Oh, I got a podcast too. Yeah, that's cute. You see this right here? This motherfucker was about, I don't know, 30,000 or some shit like that. Like 24, 25,000, some shit like that. Like, nigga, I invest into this craft. I wear this craft everywhere I go. Like, nigga, whenever you see me out, my nigga, this is what I put into podcasting. Like, I invest in myself in podcasting. No matter what I do, you'll always know too much game. Everywhere I go in comedy, I bring too much game with me, my nigga. Like, no matter what I do, I'm a podcaster. Like, again, nigga, like, this ain't no shit I just do. This is who I am. You know, like I plan on being dope as fuck at this shit. Like I'm not doing this shit because it's just some shit I just do because I do 50 other fucking things. This is some shit I do because I'm passionate about it. That's why I didn't put it down when I picked up comedy. You know, again, like that's why a lot of niggas is not remembered, not gave a fuck about, and forgot about. Because they can pick shit up and put it down like it ain't nothing because they a jack. I'm a fucking king, my nigga. I'm the big fucking joker at this shit, my nigga. Like, I don't do jack shit. Nigga, until you the master, I ain't jacking a goddamn thing. Pause. Like, nigga, I ain't with all that. Oh, man, you know, I do a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Don't nobody give a little bit of a fuck about none of that shit. If you ain't number one, don't nobody give a fuck. You know, nigga, like I said, nigga, when I got this motherfucking trophy, nigga, I got this motherfucking trophy because I master shit. You know, nigga, when it come to the comedy space, I'm that nigga where I'm at. When it come to podcasting, I'm that nigga where I'm at. When it come to anything that I touch, I put 100% in because I want to be the nigga at everything I touch. I don't want to be average at a bunch of nothing. I don't fuck with shit I'm average at. Fuck I look like, nigga. I don't play Fortnite. Nigga, once I played that shit and realized I wasn't good, I'm cool. Fuck I look like putting a bunch of time and energy and taking away time that could be spent doing something constructive, something that could be in a craft that I got passion in. You know, something that I want to be known for, something that I want to put my stamp on. Why the fuck would I involve myself in that? And that's taking time away from me mastering something, from me being able to build a legacy in something, me being able to be known for something. Nigga, I don't want to be a fucking average nigga at a bunch of shit. I'd rather be the master of one or two things. You know, like Jamie Foxx got Oscars, Grammys, and all that shit. You know, like because he mastered things. You get trophies for mastering things. You get recognized for mastering things. You get rewarded and awarded for mastering things. Don't nobody give a fuck about your average motherfucking ass. You know, you got all this versatility, but you ain't dope at nothing. The fuck? That's not dope. Being dope is dope. Being a dope ass barber is dope. Yeah, I ain't all that good in basketball, but I cut the fuck out some hair. You know, like I tell niggas, like, it ain't nothing wrong with saying, yeah, I can fix cars, but I ain't no mechanic. You know, but I'm a cold barber, though. Like, this is what I do. This right here, this is my title. You know, like, my thing is like this. Like, nigga, podcasting is my title. I put all my shit into that. Comedy, that's a title. I'm passionate about that. Fatherhood, that's my title. I'm passionate in that. I prioritize that. I put time, effort, energy. You know, I put my heart and soul into that motherfucking shit. I wear that title. Everything else, I might be proficient, but I don't even mention it. You know, like I tell y'all, like, nigga, I'm good as fuck at graphic design. I'm not a graphic designer. I'm just a nigga who know how to do that shit. I'm a comedian and a podcaster. I'm Deuce and Brownie's daddy. That just go without being said. Like, I'm a father first and foremost, above everything. But, you know, that's just something that y'all just know about me, because when it's me, it's Deuce and Brownie at all times. But, like, when it come to my crafts, podcasting and comedy is up here. All that other shit is just shit that I do. But, nigga, I'm not finna be trying to fucking put little pieces of me here, and everywhere, because I'll never master nothing and I'll be forgotten. Nigga, I can't take my foot off the gas in this podcast and shit because I don't want to get passed. Because everybody who know me know, nigga, everybody in this circle know, nigga, I'm up here in this shit. You know, all my homies know, like, I don't look at nobody as above me in podcasting. You know, like, nigga, I put in just as much work as anybody, my nigga. Like, nigga, I'm what, 3 away from 300. 300 motherfucking episodes of this shit, my nigga. Passion, time, investment, energy. You know, like I joke with King Germ about that shit. That nigga podcast is called Pod and Saved Our Marriage. It ruined mine. But like I'm so passionate about this shit. It's like it just is what it is. And it's not to say that I pick podcasting over my marriage and none of that type of shit. But at the same time, like nigga, I'm willing to put so much into things that I view as my mission. It's a whole lot of shit that I'm willing to sacrifice and let go because I got a purpose in my life. So there's just some things that if it gotta suffer, like it just is what it is. Like nigga, my marriage was who I was as a person. Like nigga, that shit shattered me when my marriage ended. Like that shit was highly important to me. But at the same time, like nigga, I'm also highly passionate at things that I do outside of being a father. Things that I did outside of being a husband because a man with no purpose ain't shit. Like that's something that I learned, real young. Like nigga, if you ain't got nothing to die for, you ain't got no reason to be alive, my nigga. Like if there's nothing in your life that you literally view as the thing that wake you up, the fuck you wake up for? Like I remember like me and my coworkers, we talk about that shit often. Like when the niggas say like, oh man, these niggas retire and they die, cause it was in the way. Like if going to work is what wake me up in the morning, I don't want to wake up. For real. Like nigga, I'm not the nigga that's gonna be 69 years old as hell, back hurting like a motherfucker. My knees is clicking every time I stand up. And the only reason my ass is alive is to go drive a truck for another motherfucker. Nigga, I'd rather clock the fuck out. If God want me to die after I retire, I'll retire. Like nigga, shit, nigga, you working for somebody else is what keep you alive? That's crazy. That ain't what I want for me, my nigga. No shade or shame. Like I said in the last episode, there's nothing wrong with being a 9 to 5 nigga, my nigga. But what is wrong is being in the fucking way. Like you old as a motherfucker just holding up a spot that a motherfucker that's young and trying to build is trying to get into. You just holding up a seniority spot on the board. Old as hell, nigga, just up here working for no fucking reason. Nigga, go fish or something. Nigga, go crochet. Nigga, go bowling. Nigga, go learn a skill. Go find a fucking hobby. Nigga, don't be in the goddamn way. Like I said, nigga, like my life is about legacy. Like I genuinely think about that. Like I want to be remembered for shit that I've done. Podcasting, I want to be remembered, my nigga. Like I want niggas to when I'm not around, like that nigga Dolemite was cold, motherfucker. You ain't heard the Too Much Game podcast? Oh nigga, check this shit out. Same with comedy, my nigga. Like I want to have a legacy where when niggas hear my name, when my name get mentioned, oh that nigga was cold. That nigga was funny as a motherfucker. Nigga, check this video out. That nigga was hilarious. Like nigga, when I want there to be 100 years from now, they got fucking pictures of me on fucking family reunion t-shirts. Like, oh yeah, the Webb family, this was Anthony Webb, this was granddaddy, he did this and he left us all this money and he taught us all this shit. And we're better for what, granddaddy Anthony did for us and bop 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 bop. Like nigga, I want that to be my legacy. Not know, oh yeah, man, Mr. Webb, man, that nigga been working here for 52 years, nigga. That nigga old as hell. Knowing damn well the only reason I'm at this motherfucker because I don't want to die of fucking boredom. Nigga, die then. Nigga, because if you gonna die of boredom, you're living of boredom. I'd rather die of boredom than living in boredom. Nigga, you clocking in and clocking out. That's your whole motherfucking legacy. Nigga, I don't want my motherfucking 9 to 5 job on my tombstone. Not me. And again, if that's what you think is cool, that's cool. Because even 9 to 5 niggas got something going on outside of 9 to 5. You might be an excellent father. You might be an excellent husband. 9 to 5 is just what you do to pay for those things. But at the same time, like always keep in mind, like what legacy do you want to leave in life? What do you want on your headstone? You know, what do you want people to say when you're not around? What do you want people to say when you're no longer here? How do you want to be remembered? How do you want to be viewed? Master that. You know, pay attention to that. Put time and energy into that. Or what the fuck is you even here for? Because you'll be fucking forgotten anyway. But I'm going to go ahead and drop the mic on that shit. This has been your host, Uncle Dolemite of the Too Much Game Podcast, live from the sanctuary once again. If you would like to support me financially, you can cash at me at Uncle Dolemite, Uncle Dolemite, or get you some merchandise at your own risk at toomuchgamepodcast.com, muchgamepodcast.com, t-shirts, mugs, all kind of shit, my nigga. You know, but support of the motherfucking squad, Townhouse Media, Town E House Media, Sports for You podcast, Sports number 4 letter U, and Sports for You Wrestling podcast. You know, them the homies and shit. Support all the podcasts that fuck with me. 12 Cal from the 12 Cal podcast and the Rap Soul podcast. Shout out to him. 700 motherfucking episodes just to the 12 Cal podcast. He probably damn near at 100 on Rap Soul. Shout out Britt Renee from the I Can Talk About This All Day podcast, Britt Row Records. Happy 2-year anniversary and shit. You know, she been doing her thing consistent in the motherfucker the whole time. Shout out to Britt. Motherfucking Pod Saved Our Marriage, King and Queen Germ. Shout out motherfucking Cool Out Corner Podcast, Port L, Mini Meeks, and that other nigga, I don't even know who he is, but shout out to Cool Out Corner Podcast. Motherfucking, I'll Explain All This Later podcast. Shout out that nigga Smash. Fuck you, nigga. I'm coming all the way to goddamn Chicago in January to see what the fuck he got going on out there, my nigga. This nigga want me to come out there and be on some type of panel or some shit. I don't even know. But if you in Chicago, I'll be out there January, my nigga. Like the second weekend of January, I'ma be out there. Who else, my nigga? Shout out Rodis Live, also from Chicago. Rodis, if you can hear this, pull up on me, nigga. I'ma be in your motherfucking town, my nigga. Shout out Rodis Live podcast. ShanbyPoddin.com, ChanBePoddin, ShanbyPoddin.com. She got a bunch of podcasts. I can't remember all of them, so check them motherfuckers out. What else? Brunch Hour podcast. You know, the Pull Report, Sip Happen series. That nigga Styles got a whole gang of shit going on. Shout out that nigga, you know. Shout out the.brunch.hour.podcast on Instagram. You see all that nigga shit he got going on, nigga. He got a lot of shit going on, so it's hard to name all of it. 8 More Than 92 podcast with Harrison. Fuck you, Harrison. You know, shout out to him too. But I think that's it. Follow me on social media at Uncle Dolemite. Too Much Game Podcast on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good old shit. But that's it. I ain't here to help you get bitches. I'm here to help you get better. Too Much Game.